In 2011, a study conducted by International Children's Charity has observed that India is home to 20 million orphans, of which only 5,964 were legally adopted in the same year. Why such a colossal contrast? Because Indian parents consider adoption as a last resort. After exhausting every means, dreams, and extremes, wrestling through repeated cycles of IVF, when we agree to adopt, we come up with myriad of choices. Choices ranging from age, gender, complexion, physical health, to even buying our own kid. Yes, once in a blue moon, Indian parents prefer girls over boys. But why? Because boys can be unruly, ungovernable, from unknown background, whereas girls are likely to be caring. A noble notion indeed. But whatever may be the reason, we have a choice. Statistics say that 70% of children adopted in India are in the age group of 0 to 2 years. Why? Because people believe adopting babies is closer to the experience of raising one's own biological child. This is understandable, but undesirable, unjust, unfair to leave the older children behind. But sadly, that is the reality. Because we have a choice. On 31st of August 2012, standing in United Nations, Nobel laureate Desmond Tutu said, "You do not choose your family. They are God's gift to you as you are to them." The quote is indeed splendid. But the reality is something else. If a biological child is born with a health issue, parents will leave no stone unturned to find a medical solution. But we are completely reluctant to adopt a child with even a minor problem. In this context, let me share my experience of working in a specialized adoption agency. Avigyan, a lovely little boy, was abandoned by his birth parents at the age of 3 months. He had a small problem in his penile part, medically called hypospadias. It was a completely surgically curable condition. As per the guidelines of Care Adoption Resource Agency, that is CARA, he was shown successively to 3 prospective Indian parents. And not surprisingly, he was rejected each time. I still remember the day when he was rejected for the 3rd time. He was jubilant since morning as he thought his parents are coming to take him home. But the vivid color of his face could hardly conceal his livid emotions as he was rejected. He cried out, "Why my mom is not taking me home?" No one likes to be rejected in this world. Do you?
No.
But what to do? We can reject because we have a choice. Adoption is a hurdle race. The more expectations we have, the more hurdle we create for ourselves. A study conducted by Childline India Foundation on April 2015 observed that there are many situations where parents have returned their adoptive child back to orphanage citing behavioral issues. Surely, children are not commodities to be returned if their performance is not found up to the mark. Meanwhile, according to the National Crimes Record Bureau data, the number of abandoned children in India is a huge underestimation by more than 10,000 times, which is around 11 million. 90% of them are girls. In contrast, the legal adoption rates are constantly declining over the past few years. Why? According to the CARA data, it shows that 5,693 were adopted in 2010, whereas in 2015-16, the number of adopted children is only 3,011. Because there is a parallel growth in the black market for babies, children are being adopted in every possible way, from nursing homes to hospitals, to middlemen, to touts even. But we need to know that children are not commodities. So I know what parents goes through when they come for adoption. Calendar pages flip past, clocks float around the head, sea of emotions sweeps past with waves of longing, frustration. Then comes the choice. I know we have a choice. But as long as we have a heart for adoption, don't let the fear and prejudice stand in our way. Children are not commodities to be bought and sold. Adoption process may be little painful and exhausting. So does the childbirth. Great expectations are good, but great experiences are better. Over to you, Toastmaster.